Alright, Future, Metro Boomin, We Still Don't Trust You, sucks heavily, and We Don't Trust You was just overshadowed by the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, which rightfully so, because both albums suck. Like, both albums combined are probably a 1 in my opinion, but we'll see if my mind changes throughout this review. And rather than going through the hassle of recording and editing 2 separate videos, I think I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone by reviewing both albums in 1 video. So this is how we'll do it. One half of this video, disc 1, will be about We Don't Trust You, the negatives, the positives, yada yada, and disc 2 will be about We Still Don't Trust You. Seems simple enough, right? So let's discuss it album by album.
Big 3, nigga, it's just big me, nigga, boom. I'm really like that, and your best work is...
So it's a trap album for the most part, and Metro builds this dark, gritty atmosphere which fits Future's bravado. However, when doing this, a lot of the tracks blend together into this big blob of a mess where you don't know where something new starts and something old ends. This affects the pacing of the album drastically as it feeds into this feeling of monotony. Also, the repetitive nature of almost every song here is mind-numbing, and this isn't just TikTok brain, this isn't just someone that is wanting a up-tempo beat and someone dancing to keep them engaged. It's just that this has little to no variation whatsoever. Lyrically, Future for the most part is generic, dull, and lacks any sort of emotional or intellectual depth whatsoever. You can read into this further and gather themes and symbolism, but it just doesn't exist for me, because the same corny shit that y'all let Future get away with is the same shit y'all would turn around and call Drake a misogynist for. Anyway, the best track on this album, love it or hate it, is Like That, and the worst would have to be Running Out of Time, because Future's singing is something that doesn't get a lot of flack, which it deserves way more. So everything I said about We Don't Trust You applies to We Still Don't Trust You, and it's just twice as bad. It's like all of the throwaway tracks from the first album were gathered and placed here. It's lazy and dull, and I'm really sick and tired of this R&B 80s synth vibes that a lot of albums are coming out with recently. It's just overdone, and it's tired. Also, this should be called Future's, Metro Boomin, and The Weeknd's album, because The Weeknd is here constantly, for whatever reason that may be, and none of his performance here is worthwhile in my opinion. Also, J. Cole, I completely understood why you took yourself out of the equation when Drake and Kendrick had their back and forth. You know, everyone was calling you a bitch, everyone was calling you a pussy, and I stood true to myself. I stood as a J. Cole fan. But you recorded this verse knowing what album it would be on, and you still chose to go the route that you did. And for that, you are the biggest pussy in my opinion. But back to this album, you already know that it's boring, it's lazy, it's repetitive, it has nothing good going for it whatsoever. I think the only good song, which isn't even a song, which would be the intro track, which is just Charlemagne talking from the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Everything here is just, oh my god, it's terrible, honestly. But those are my thoughts. You can let me know yours, whether you agree, disagree, anything at all. Please form your opinion. Links to the albums will be in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.